about first? Back.
Welcome to this brand new episode of the My Friend Tim podcast. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, Tim. Tim, you want to say hi?
Sorry, I'm not here today.
You're not here today.
Taking a sick day.
You know what? I'm
buddy.
getting tired of this crap.
You're gonna have to solo this one.
I'm getting tired of your shit.
That's why I'm taking an off day. I'm actually tired of your shit.
No.
You ever think about that?
I'm
You ever think
tired
about
of you
every day?
every day.
Every day.
I mean, you don't pull your weight, Tim. You slack the whole production behind Tim. You slow it all down.
Dude, this podcast, it's being weighted down by you.
No,
You
yes,
and your
it is weighed down by
obsession with
me.
details.
Because I am holding it down. And you're letting it fly up to the air and then get lost.
No, I'm letting it soar up to its full potential. You're weighing it down so it's stuck at the ground, back to the original idea, back to the formula, back to the same old. Well, I want to take it new places, new ideas. You think of that?
You took it to the graveyard, you dig a hole for it, and then you bury it. That's where you're taking this, Tim.
But then the grave digger puts up his hood and reveals the face of Cody, the true killer of the podcast. You ever think of that?
I did not. That was not me. Okay.
It wasn't you killing and then digging the podcast? Okay, change the subject.
Let me describe to you. Let me describe to you the room I'm in right now.
Let's hear it.
Right? So, my house, right, has a basement, and the stairs that lead down to the basement has a little Harry Potter type of style room, underneath. You know how Harry Potter sleeps in a room under his stairs?
Cozy.
So basically,
is that where you sleep?
It's a little tiny room. I don't sleep here. I might make this a podcast room because it's pretty cool. A little room. But there's like probably 1,000 spiders living in here. This room is not used.
Only by you every night.
It's like there's bare electrical wires popping out, and I don't want to touch them because I don't want to get shocked. It's pretty shocking, if you ask me.
You beat me by a second. God.
Beat you. Okay, anyways. What do we have for today's podcast, Tim?
What was that?
What do we have for today's podcast?
How about you take the reins? Oh.
Like I always do. I always take the reins, Tim.
Here. I have an idea. How about you do the majority talking for this podcast?
That's what I do every podcast.
A little change.
You've got to be kidding me.
Here, I have an idea.
You know what?
How about you start talking? Do some comedy. How about you make the audience laugh this time?
No, I've been doing that every time. It's all been me. Every time it's been me.
No.
Here, this is what I want to discuss for today's episode. How Tim, the worst things about Tim. And there we go. Here, let me start off. Number 1, you are so annoying. Yeah, that's right. You think I want to record a podcast with you? I don't.
That's annoying things about Cody. Number 1.
You can't think of anything because I'm perfect. I'm flawless.
That's not
The
true.
perfect podcast host.
I don't think that's true.
I am sorry for interrupting the podcast. I know it's pretty entertaining, but I have a quick word from our sponsor, from Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's free, and everyone loves a free thing. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and you don't need that clunky hardware or the expensive software. And Anchor will also help you distribute your podcast for you, and it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And Anchor will help you bring your podcast to those platforms, which is awesome. And then you can actually make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. That means if from the first viewer of the podcast, from the first listener, you can start making money right away. You don't need like a minimum, like 10 people to listen before you make a cent. You get it. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Once again, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you, Anchor, for sponsoring the podcast. All right. There was a little cut there because I moved rooms.
Because Cody once again delayed production, sending us back.
You're gonna pull this card on me? You're gonna pull the Cody did that something wrong, X this, and then Y I am right?
Dude, it's the perfect equation. It's the true equation.
I bet you don't even know math. I don't bet you don't even know how to do math, dude.
Dude, this isn't math. This is art.
Art? Yeah, what I'm making is art. What you're making is you're just taking a big dump on everything. You're like, this is art. This is what you do every time, Tim. I'm telling you.
Dude, one big dump by me in your standards is art.
Okay. Now my setup here is this big purple chair. You know those chairs? You know those pillows where like there's like two sides of like a thing, and then you can like rub your hand against it, and then change like whatever is on the pillow.
I do.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I do.
And then there's 3 boxes holding up my recording setup. So tough times here. All right.
Sounds like you're gonna go. Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Do you have anything to talk about, Tim?
How
I know
about
you specifically wanted to talk about something. You can lead
the famous song by Kesha.
TikTok on the clock.
Tick.
Don't stop. Whoa.
Maybe.
What about the song by Kesha?
How it resembles a
Oh yeah, Kesha hasn't made a song in a long time, hasn't she? I'm really missing her music.
I think she's in stuff.
I love Die Young. Do you really want to talk about Kesha, Tim?
No, I want to talk about
the app TikTok. What specifically about the app?
You know, I want to talk about how it's the scum of the internet.
You know, I want to go on a little rant about TikTok.
Dude, I'm going to say my piece first.
Okay.
I'm going
go.
and I find some random 40-year-old lady dancing to some crappy country song, and then there's always a duet from like a 40-year-old guy who's got like his shirt off or a wife beater or something, and he's got like the weird like filter on that like projects like fire coming out of his mouth. I don't know what happens that when you get old, creepy, that you find that you think that you're appealing because you have the filter. It's a crisis.
Maybe, you know, these 40-year-old guys, they're divorced, right? They're divorced and they left their wives and they have
Yeah,
no children. They just drive their truck around all day. They drink
they
Bud Light and stuff.
they have no social sense. So when they get into an
Yeah.
app like TikTok, it's just they don't know how to. They just do whatever they think is cool.
They're like, this filter is cool, and they shoot fire eyes.
They're like, "Hey, mama, fire!" It's not. It's not. I don't get it.
It's okay. What do you mean these ladies? They like lip sync to country songs or whatever?
Yeah, these women, or like a snarky like, "Oh, I may not be a 10, but at least I can work. I can break my butt like a 10." I don't know what the
There's
audio.
weird like
Like always some dumb audio like that.
Are you getting this on your For You page? Because it's For You, right? So the algorithm kind of picks up on what you're liking and what you're watching. A lot of.
It's because every time I come across one of these videos, I always
I
click
gotta
on the
like
sound.
it, share it,
No, I
and
don't.
comment and save it.
No, I don't do that. I click on the sounds and I look at all the other sounds, all the other weird people, and I have a good laugh over it. I click on the profile and I look at the people and I have a good laugh over it. So TikTok's like, "What? You want more of this?" And they cram it down my throat.
All right, there's also a lot of like old people, like 40-year-old people who duet to like younger kids, like
Yeah,
teenagers, and that's like
yeah.
super creepy too because they'll be like dancing or something, and then there's like old guy with like 5 missing teeth, and they're just like nodding their head, and then like giving thumbs ups, and it's so weird.
Well, why wouldn't the creepy old guy go on like instead of like looking at the kindergartners on the playground staring at them, all they have to do is go on TikTok and find just like random like little like teenage people just dancing. It's like it's too easy for them.
And then it'll be, what if they try to dance, and then
Dude, don't even think about it.
what if they, like Charlie D'Amelio, she's like a hot thing. There's probably 1,000 old guys dancing to her, dancing every day, every second, every hour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's weird, but there's some other stuff on TikTok that's like, I don't know. It's like annoying or whatever. There's this one account specifically, right? Where there's this wife. I think she like started off making sarcastic videos, and then she has these kids. Like she's like a social. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you take in kids to take care of, or whatever.
Yep.
No, I guess that's called adoption.
I know what you mean.
She adopted her kids. Great.
Yep.
From a third world country, yeah. She saved these kids. And her first video, right? She's doing this like little sound. What sounds do cows make? It's moo, right? What sounds do chicken make? Bok, bok, bok. And then what sounds do whales make? And then she's doing this with her adopted kid, who is, let me say, black.
Take that back.
It's just a race. It's not. I'm not trying to be racist here.
I know.
I'm talking. I said that specifically because of the people in the comments. So, what sounds does a whale make? And he goes, I don't know, right? And she sprays water all over his face. into his eyes, and it looked like he was rubbing his eyes, and it was like he screamed because it probably hurt. Because she projectile like spat this water into his face, and
Like
then
she had it
people in
like
the
in her
comments were
mouth and
like,
she spit it.
"Yeah." He like sprayed it like a whale.
Mm-hmm.
And then people in the comments were like, call a social worker.
That's
And stuff like that. And then they were like,
yeah.
wow, just because he's black doesn't mean you gotta take care of him like that. Whatever. It was
Oh my god.
And then he, like, off of that sarcasm kind of stuff, she went on like another level of sarcasm. So what she does now, like she does this for like every one of her videos up to recent stuff, right?
Yep.
So she has a plate of food. She says, making dinner or lunch or breakfast for my family, for myself, for my husband, right? And she just slaps food on the plate and like then tosses it to her husband. Like this one where she makes tacos, she like puts the shells on the plate and then she smashes the plate and then she stabs it with a fork and like tosses it to his husband. And then people are like, you know, he's paying the bills for you. Why you gotta feed him like that? And those people don't get the sarcasm, but
Have you
I guess like it's kind of cruel.
have you seen like there's like a family of 4 on TikTok, and like I don't know, I don't know who their username or anything. It's like a mom, and then she's got like a Latino, dare I say? I'm just specifying in case you know who they are.
Specifically.
And then I don't know, but like she just makes like super like I can't tell. Like the content is so dry. Like I can't tell if it's ironic.
Or like the fake ones where like they try to like do a skit, but it's not funny with their kids.
No,
Or
no,
what?
I know what you're talking about, but it's like she like got a weird like style, and then she's like, oh, we're going to Burger King, but you said we're going to Walmart. That kind of humor, you know what I'm saying?
So like middle-aged woman humor, like the
Yeah,
mom humor, I guess.
yeah, kind of. Oh,
So what's the punchline? Where's the punchline?
that's the thing. There's no punchline. It doesn't make any sense. There's no
Wait,
point
how
in
does her
any of them.
kids come into the video? How's her
Her
kids coming in?
Okay. So she'll be like, the kid will come out with like a pack of like brownies or something, and they'll be
Okay.
like, "Can we get these?" I'm very much paraphrasing her videos here, but
Okay.
and then she'll be like, "No, we have pizza at home," and
Pizza? What?
there's no punchline. It's just them going to like fast food or
You know, I can see like
retail
other
places.
moms, or I can see other moms with really little kids just like spamming likes on these videos, and that's why they're so popular.
I don't know. It's like people like it ironically. Like I think there may have been like like at most I'll get the punchline, I'll get the joke, but it'll never like get a reaction out of me. But if I can just understand the joke, that's enough.
Are you getting this in your For You page or something?
Yeah, because I look at their profile every time they pop up. I gotta see it.
Is it always specifically Latino?
What do you mean?
Like you said, the mom was Latino and her
No,
family's
no,
Latino.
the mom is white. I just think the boyfriend is like Latino.
Well, why'd you say specifically? Does it have
Just
to
see,
do with the joke?
no, just in case you like knew who they were. If I just said a mom and a dad, it's not very specific.
But you
That's the
said
only thing I can
a
remember about them.
woman and a Latino. How's that even more specific?
Always gotta bring race into it. Don't sugarcoat it.
You brought it in first.
I'm trying to specify how you could identify these people. This comes off bad. I'm just saying. Do you remember TikTok's previous form? It was like what was it called? Musically, there we go. It was
What?
like, you remember Musically?
Yeah,
It was like
musically.
TikTok, but without the humor and a lot less self-aware.
I think musically was specifically just like lip syncing and then
Yeah, and
dancing the songs.
it was definitely for a younger audience as well.
Yeah, and then there's like kids doing like, they draw on the paper and then they like slide it to the lyrics,
Yeah,
and then it's like
I remember a lot.
four
Yeah, I remember a lot.
four words, I love you, and like that's like stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember like a
It's
lot of
pretty
like
cringy.
taking a regular pop song, like speeding it up, or just like
Yeah.
giving it a squeakier voice,
Do you remember
or
Dub
like
Smash?
a younger voice. It was kind of like Dub Smash, but
What was Dub Smash? I feel like Dub Smash was like the cringiest out of all of
Dub
them, because
Dub
like
Smash Dub Smash was like the era of like minion memes. So like that was the audio it did, and then they posted. I remember like just like super unfunny sounds being used in Dub Smash.
it's like there's some funny stuff, but like they're stealing it from the people who actually made the joke, and they're making it unfunny because there's just little kids. It's like barely lip syncing to it.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember. I think it truly peaked at Vine. Did you use Vine?
I use Vine. I didn't really get into it though until I like watch Vine compilations on YouTube and stuff
Oh
because
yeah.
I didn't specifically want to download Vine. I think
Yeah,
Vine
I
is
thought
kind of like TikTok now, but TikTok has a mixture of more stuff,
I see a lot of Vine coming back in TikTok, like because like there's like there's like a like Vine didn't have the audio punchlines, and there was a whole lot of that like that unaware. There was a whole lot of, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of content like that one lady was talking to kids, but
Yeah.
there was also some really clever stuff.
Yeah, because I guess if you don't have sounds, like, was there like TikTok sounds on Vine and stuff like that?
No, I don't think so.
So there's more originality like put into it, I guess.
Yeah,
What you're
but
saying.
also brought out like worst of the internet, like the Jake Pauls and the Lele Pong.
Yeah, because now like Vine shut down, they all moved to YouTube and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. But
Yeah.
wasn't there like a lot of other apps that like try to be Vine and stuff, and then they failed and stuff?
Yeah, I don't think any of them really took off.
Yeah, because I know now there's like an app called Byte or whatever. It's like supposed to be TikTok, but I don't think it really took off because it's not like there's already a TikTok. Why would you go on another app just to see the same kind of stuff?
Yeah.
And what I like about TikTok, right? There's like
Mhm.
infinite scrolling. It just keeps generating stuff.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know if you the duet feature of TikTok. I really like that because it kind of like lets you like riff on
Yeah,
the other person. It's really
yeah,
fun.
you can get like creative and like if the other one's like really serious about like a serious topic, you could just like do some sarcasm and irony and like
Yeah.
make fun of the other person.
Yeah, like I like, and there's also like a couple of like sketches that I've seen like kind of remind me of Vine. Like there's like, have you seen Frat House Drama?
No, I have not. What is it?
It's like this guy, and every week he's
Oh,
like,
is it just like people who are like doing like relatable stuff for frat houses?
yeah, it's like he's like making like a mockumentary.
Oh yeah, like a comedy little
Yeah,
sketch.
of like a frat house. He was like, oh, Kyle took my jewel, and now
Yeah, I get.
I'm gonna get his. Now I'm texting his girlfriend as we speak. It's like that. It's good. Just like
Okay.
I like it when I see like kind of like original Vine type humor coming back.
Yeah, like TikTok. But what I also like is like there's how there's a draft feature and you can like have little clips and edit it. There's like a whole editing software on like TikTok.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you can like add voiceovers and stuff like that, and you can actually make vlogs on TikTok. There's like people I follow that like make vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting and stuff.
What I don't like is there'll be like every week or 2 weeks there's like a popular sound or a couple popular sounds that go around the app. And
There's also like trends.
yeah, trends. But there wasn't
yeah.
really that on Vine, and I think it just leads to like there'll be some funny jokes in there, but like the same joke, like it kind of forces you to be creative with, but sometimes it's just the same joke being used,
Yeah,
or in a different way, here, and a different way here, until it's like you're going through recycled jokes as you scroll through.
yeah.
You know,
There's just so much like unoriginal jokes, and like
yeah,
they just recycle stuff. That whenever you like come across an original joke on TikTok, you're like, you go into the comments and everyone says this is copied because probably like 1,000 other people have already made copies of that, and then yeah, it's not original anymore.
yeah, for
And
sure.
the thing with the sounds is right, like this is one sound where there's a creepy dude that says I'll give you a popsicle for if you like lick my toes or something. And then they point to where they are, and then there's like 1,000 people using that sound, and people don't pay attention to the sound sometimes because it's in the corner, right? And then they think it's their joke, and then they're just like, "You're really funny," even though it's not our sound.
No, or like an audio from like a movie will be used so many times until you can't even recognize it.
Yeah, like it's distorted through the processing.
Yeah, or like they'll change it up, or like I'll hear it so many times for these jokes that way if I watch the actual movie and hear the line, all I can associate it with is with those thousands of jokes.
There's one thing I do like about TikTok though.
What's that?
Well, I'm saying there's the one thing, but there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a platform for a lot of people to come together, right?
Yeah.
Because you can have like 1,000 different kinds of content. Because I've seen like tons of different kind of content. There's like people who make jokes. There's people who make sketches. There's people who like actually make therapy stuff. You know, they like talk about stuff. And there's probably ASMR stuff and like facts. You know, there's like psychology facts you don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I'd say in a lot of ways, like I remember I used to use it like back when it was like transitioning from Musically to TikTok. And it was kind of like this uncharted, like there wasn't like you couldn't add text. So like if people wanted to send like a message, they'd like write a message on like a piece of paper and then they like shoot it with a Nerf gun. It was a whole. It wasn't. There was no like. It wasn't what it is today. Like it was pretty like. People were just starting to test out what they can do.
You know, like okay, back then, right? I really hated Musically because it was kind of cringy with all the if you're not into like that all that dancing and like lip syncing to dancing stuff, you wouldn't like it because it was mainly that, right? And then Musically shut down, and then a ton of people were like, "Hooray! Thank the Lord, it's dead," right? But then TikTok was announced like 2 years later or something, right? And then everyone was like, "No, Musically 2.0, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone's dreading it because there's more little kids going. There's gonna be more little kids going on that like platform and lip sync and dance, and I didn't like that previously, so I won't like it now. But I guess it took a turn for the better because people went on this site to do like ironic stuff because they hated like Musically so much, so they went on it to like do funny stuff, and then it actually took off. So I think TikTok has to like kind of be thankful for that little part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because without those people, like you know how people say October TikTok, like October last year, that was like probably the prime with TikTok, where a lot of people like there's a lot of ton of jokes, you know, like the furry war and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's where like it really took off, and that's how brought a ton of other people to the platform. And I think TikTok really has to be like grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Then now they're like, oh, any offensive content should be removed.
For
Because there
sure.
wasn't any like big creators on TikTok then, right? There wasn't like Will Smith. He's on TikTok now.
Yeah. It's definitely like becoming like, I would say it's transitioning into more less of a unknown and more of like a
More,
YouTube. I would
yeah.
say
There's
even
it's
Vine in its like later stretch of life had like a lot of celebrities on it.
yeah. Because new platforms is like, I mean, if you get a head start on a new platform, if you like get a celebrity to come on the platform, you'll probably get it like like a little boost. But there's not going to be a lot of celebrities wanting to go on like a new platform, because probably a lot of people try out like new platforms, but they die out super quickly.
Yeah, or I'd say you kind of like YouTube, how they started like promoting larger, like Will Smith, his YouTube channel. They started promoting like these larger celebrities who already had and it kind of pushes out
Yeah.
the people who are originating from YouTube or TikTok, you know?
And then also, you remember in like earlier TikTok where they didn't have ads? Like
Yep.
there was never any ads. And then now you go on TikTok. What's the first thing you see? An ad.
Yep. And then people
And
have
then
like sponsored TikToks. Have you seen that?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then you keep scrolling, and there's like probably a dozen ads every like 20 minutes you scroll.
Yeah. I don't know.
So now it's like, because it was kind of like YouTube, right? Because
Yep.
now on YouTube there's like double ads for each video if you don't have like premium.
Yeah.
So do you think they might like step up on the ads and then add like a TikTok premium kind of thing?
Yep.
If they want to monetize for even more money?
Maybe. I could see them doing like an ad free maybe thing, or like you could unlock maybe new features, but I don't know. I feel like they're good with what they have now. At least for now.
Yeah.
If
'Cause
so go ahead. Go ahead.
it's really turning out like a mini YouTube, like
Mhm.
less content YouTube. Because in the beginning of YouTube, there's a lot of like 3-minute videos. There wasn't really any longer video formats, right?
Mhm.
Like TikTok, it's like shorter videos, and then with time, kind of, you know, they lengthen out the content because it
Yep.
kind of adapted to people's watch times, and they
Yeah.
wanted to watch more. People found out they can watch longer, so they just adapted to that.
Yeah, and also they're kind of merging in the way that like YouTube started out as like, YouTube as in like anyone could like make content and get it out
Yeah.
there to people. But now it's turned into like
It's mainly they
now
actually
it's
promote corporate stuff even
yeah,
more.
or like like the window of like being able to get your stuff out there is closed a lot, and that TikTok is kind of doing the same thing where like unless you have like a great idea, unless you have like some previous association or some way to promote your stuff or
Yeah, if you don't have like any, if you not verified, you know, that verified little badge. I feel
yeah.
like that was a little special thing, but now you come across a ton of people who have it, and you
Mhm.
don't really know who any one of those people are. It's kind of little like YouTube, right? Because in
Yeah.
the past days of YouTube, there's these big content creators.
Mhm.
These select few who have like like 1,000, like 30,000 was a lot back then, you know, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people on the platform.
Yep.
And like PewDiePie, you got like Markiplier,
Yeah.
you know, those big people, and then those select few people, right?
Yep.
Because they're like the only ones who are big on the platform at the time. And then now the landscape has changed like drastically. There's a ton of people who have like millions of subscribers,
Yeah.
and you
There's
don't
like
know any of them.
yeah, there's like TikTok superstars now, when they're really didn't used to be that. Like people will get like tons of like attention and likes and follows because they're duetting, these superstar like these big TikTok stars.
Yeah.
When it's not really about
And
their content.
what I'm thinking, there's a lot of people who do like unoriginal content, and then they get a ton of stuff. Like they get a ton of followers because they're just copying other people.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also people who are doing the original content. That's who people are copying off of.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I saw I know that they're working, or they might be working on like a Vine too. Do you think people would actually transition over to that?
I'm not sure because I think TikTok is already kind of like Vine too. Because in a sense, they already have all those original jokes coming on. But I guess Vine 2 could kind of work. But if they make it like the same as TikTok, I think it might
I feel
probably die out quickly.
Yeah, because I feel like people have gotten used to like the not Vine style of like having a sound you can use instead of like everything being a fresh slate.
I want to say like at the start of TikTok, right? I use it ironically because I thought it was like funny because there's irony on there, and there's people who are dancing, and then people make fun of the dancing. But now I have to say I use it unironically now because it's actually like entertaining sometimes to watch.
For sure.
Like sometimes I want to do something. I want to like do my workout, right? And then I'm like, oh, before the workout, I just want to watch a few TikToks. And then I look at the time and like 30 minutes have passed, and I wasted like 30 minutes.
No, the algorithm it's like even better than like the YouTube where like you click on one video and then they've got like
because you
5
get
more
hooked.
popped up for you. But it's not like even like going through the YouTube videos, it's more of a commitment to click on the video and start it.
Yeah, you have to watch the whole thing. But
with TikTok, it's so easy to just keep scrolling.
Yeah, generally they're only like 30 seconds, and if you don't like it, you can just like scroll, and then it's so fast. The next video just pops up like that, and then But if you watch YouTube, I guess you have to like have a commitment because they're usually longer videos now, right? If you don't like the content, you have to like keep scrolling. You have to like click on a video and then get invested in it.
And I found like if I'm using TikTok for like if I've been using TikTok regularly for a large like period of time, like my attention span just goes down. Like I try to like watch a movie or a show or even a YouTube video, and I find it hard to like just maintain trying to watch through it.
Yeah.
I'm used to the 10-second format and then refreshing it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, this is like a new wave of stuff, right? Because musically and Vine never like really tapped on this untapped gold mine, I guess. I would say.
For sure. I would say it's
and also what I want to say is with YouTube, you pick the videos you want to watch, right?
Yep.
And TikTok, it just throws random videos at you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then I guess you can follow specific creators, but there's only so much people post, right? So you're gonna spend most of your time on the for you page,
Mm-hmm.
And with YouTube, I guess you generally don't go on the trending page and watch stuff because I don't know anyone who does that, who just goes to the trending page and just watches like top 10 videos.
Mm-hmm. And even though like YouTube like does create like videos specifically for you, you more so look at your subscriptions. And while TikTok just like it memorizes like everything that you're into, and it creates just like video after video that's like specified for you,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't usually come up across stuff that isn't like what I watch, which keeps me going. Because like whenever I come across like a video that's like totally out of place for me, like a family video or something,
TikTok, yeah,
or
like those Latinos.
yeah, or No, I mean like a cooking video, a family video. It totally throws me off because I'm not.
Yeah.
Usually, it doesn't happen. I realize that like this isn't what I'm into. You know.
Yeah, because you're watching like the funny stuff, sketches, and like little
Yeah,
reaction duets, and
and it
then
knows
you
that.
just and then you scroll, and sometimes there's some random crap because the algorithm kind of, I guess, it kind of experiments with stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe you'll like something else if you like this.
Mm-hmm. And like my mom uses like TikTok, or she scrolls. She doesn't really.
You know, like on the For You page, like everything you scroll usually has like thousands of likes, right?
Yep.
But there's like some instances where you go upon something that has like nothing. That's like
Yep.
a brand new TikTok that just like is it's like a little girl, I guess. Like sometimes I find a little girl like lip syncing
Yeah.
something, and then
Or
has
I'll
0
find just,
likes,
like,
0 comments.
yeah, or they'll just throw at me like stuff that like hasn't gained attraction. I guess that's how they get attention, just like putting it out there, and I'm just maybe the first person to see it. But like, it's not something that you would see gain a lot of attention. It's like little like videos that kind of come out of nowhere with like one like, you know.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to like it benefits the people who are like smaller creators, I guess, smaller TikTokers. I don't know why they call them content creators. I guess they create content, but some of the, you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I guess people nothing sometimes. If you're like lucky, your videos show up on the algorithm.
Yeah. For sure.
And it's with like YouTube, right? That doesn't happen usually. You usually get recommended like things with thousands of stuff. So I guess in the YouTube climate now, it's harder to like get your YouTube channel popping off, like specifically on YouTube, if you don't promote it anywhere else.
Yep.
Because there's all these kids doing the same kind of gaming videos, all these kids doing the same kind of like vlogging style stuff, and they're not getting like traction. 'Cause now everything's like promoting like bigger creators, like bigger corporations, stuff
Yep.
like that. Not like the previous, like in the past where it's YouTube, like you know.
Yep. Yeah.
And I guess there's
Go ahead.
what I'm saying is like maybe TikTok, there's already companies on TikTok, right? But there's not those Tonight shows,
Yeah.
So what if those bigger corporations start coming to TikTok too? And then they take over that platform. And then you have to scroll 20 TikToks of big corporation Tonight News before you get to like a actual smaller creator.
I don't think that's gonna happen with the Tonight Show. I think if anything, it'll be like bigger celebrities doing dances and stuff.
You know what? There's like a For You.
It'll probably take like I think we're already seeing it. Like
we have a following page, right? We have a For You page.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be. I don't think I'm predicting it right now. It won't be long that we're gonna get like some sort of trending page, or like I don't know how to say it, like bigger corporation page where it's just gonna be like flat out content, like news stuff, and then like bigger cooking like channels and stuff. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm putting the prediction here now. So
yeah,
if I'm right, I'm right. You come back and say, Cody, you're right.
Let's not push it.
Well, I see it happening.
I can see it happening too. I'm just not gonna say that.
No one. Back then, no one thought that YouTube's gonna have a trending page and all the big corporations are gonna come to YouTube.
Well,
but guess what? It did.
Well, no, we knew that the trending page wasn't the absurd part. The thing was that like the trending part isn't made up of like smaller or like channels that have like big like new creative ideas. It's just made of the same like if you like a lot of times it's the same like couple of channels they're promoting over, and a couple of those channels aren't even like original YouTubers, like you said, like talk show hosts or celebrities and stuff.
Like Jimmy Fallon.
yeah, why do these people trending page when there's like actual stuff like when there's videos out there getting more views that YouTube's not going to put on their, I don't know,
Maybe it's
their
like
trending page.
YouTube's team specifically, because I guess
Mhm.
YouTube's team is like the people who work for the trending page really don't scour for like different kind of content creators. They just like the bigger media kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like just used to that being trending.
or like they want the bigger influencers to come because they'll bring more people and bring more ad revenue.
Yeah,
When you
bring
really
more
won't get
money
that
to the
fast.
platform.
Yeah, when you really won't get that as much when you try to promote like smaller creators.
I guess, but like TikTok, how do you get monetized? Is there like any monetization?
Well, I know you can sponsor your TikTok. I know in like live streams, like you can be like they'll be like you can. I've seen like them. You can pay. They'll pay you to like a famous TikToker like duet one of their.
Yeah, that's weird with the TikTok live streaming feature because there's really nothing to do on those live streams, right?
Yeah.
There's like people who just sleep and then they get gifts and they get money for it.
Yeah.
Just sleeping.
Yeah. Either that.
And there's
Yeah. Or, like I said, they
Can I
pay.
say something? You know those
Yeah.
good-looking guys who get tons of like followers and stuff?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying good-looking guys, but they go on lives, right?
Yeah.
And then they really don't offer anything special, no like original content. And then all these girls or all these guys, I don't know, the fans, they don't like really care about the content. They just care about the guy looking good. And they just keep
Yeah.
donating because the guy looks
Like
good.
yeah, like their content is super mediocre, but it's become
Yeah.
more shallow. Yeah, sorry, Cody.
There's
Sorry I get all the attention because I'm so good looking, but all your content.
there's really no personality behind them, right?
Yeah,
And they're just getting all these gifts.
I'm sorry.
All right, is there anything else you want to say? Because I think it's about time to end the podcast. We've been just talking about TikTok the whole time.
Dude, a whole episode dedicated to TikTok.
Well, TikTok on the clock. Don't stop. Whoa, oh, am I right?
No.
Well, anyways, thank you for listening to the My Friend Tim podcast. This episode might be a little boring, right? I don't know if you could listen to people talking about TikTok for an whole hour. But anyways, next week we're gonna have guests on. It's gonna be a little special. Is that right, Tim?
No.
Oh, we do have guests on. We do have guests on. Tim, say that.
Okay. Yeah.